Hi everyone, welcome to today's version of Career Nuggets with Jane. We'll continue with what we're discussing, which was personal branding. But today I want to talk about the benefits, but let's start with a game. So think about it this way. I will mention a name, tell me what first comes to your head. Shirley Sandberg, Buzz, Badass, Bosom of St. John, Strive Masiyiwa, or Strive. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, when I mention these names, you tend to have something that is connected to them that is not more intellectual, probably more emotional, like Strive. Oh, that entrepreneur that really promotes youth, Christian values on the African continent, but he's actually the executive chairman of Econet Wireless. Or when I say Shirley, you think about leaning, passion for women, and you think all the speaking engagements, all the posts, all the videos about her, all the quotes we all taken from her. You forget that probably she's the CEO of Facebook or Meta. I talk about Boss, the same thing. Little do you remember, like you can't even place it. Okay, what's she now? Is she in Apple now? Is she in Netflix? Which one? But you remember all the things about her that is tied to her brand, which is really what we are trying to talk about. The advantage of this is that people kind of tend to trust you more. They see you as an expert in the field. You differentiate yourself from competition. That's what they've all done. These are career people. I know the examples I'm giving are more like people that are a bit public, but think of people in your life as well, that, your friends, your colleagues, that you think about them and you literally forget their role. You think about other things they're doing. That fellow engineer like you that is running a food blog, talking about food and sometimes bringing AI into it, and you remember him for that. And what that means is that they tend to attract opportunities. So they become ideal candidates of what there's an opportunity, will be like, boom, oh, let's call him. He should be the one to talk about it. Oh, for our team build next time, he should be the one to. And they seem to take more control. They're more in control of their career. I'll give you a good example. Last year, I put out a video which I thought was really inspiring of a couple in Ted that during his internship, he actually supported the locals where he was, and he built a pump for water for them. He talked about the experience of building it. It was taken up by BBC. It was shared around. That video went viral. Now, when you think of Michael or Sarati, you forget that this is a couple that is looking for a job, that studied accountancy, that made two what. Nobody remembers that part. People remember his passion for helping others, how he's driven for social impact. And guess what? Talking about taking your career in your hands. Most people that saw that video, I'm like, who is this guy? Who can connect me to him? Does he have a job? Can you? I had recruiters reaching out to me like, can you connect me with this guy? So that's how you attract opportunities. That's how you differentiate yourself. Stand out there from competition, and you're kind of giving a higher perceived value because we are all sharing your content or talking about your content or quoting your content. Now, I know I'm talking about the advantages. There could be some disadvantages, and I'll really speak out two. One, it kind of creates some kind of fame, but fame in context, fame amongst the people that really need to know you. Now, I know I'm saying that because it could be your sector, your industry, you get known for that thing you're differentiating yourself with, but sometimes people don't like it, so it could be a disadvantage, and people are uncomfortable with just even being known for something they're good at in their sector. They don't want any of that. And second, I think sometimes it could create some kind of conflict between your personal brand and your corporate brand, not often, but these are some of the tensions. So think about it. You are an expert in something. Maybe you are in a sector where you become so good at something and people start calling you for the speaking engagements. What happens if there's an event, an industry-wide event, which you're going to speak at, and it's the competition to where you work for that is sponsoring it? Tell me when you find the answer. Would you go or won't you go? Tell me what you do. But there'll be questions, there'll be some kind of tensions like that, especially in the days of social media. If the brand is so strong, say your personal brand is so strong, so you have a lot of followers and people. So in a way, you kind of become an extension of your corporate brand. Is it that girl that works for Netflix? And I like the way she talks about leadership. So maybe when you start posting those holiday pictures with you in bikini, some people in the office are like, we don't like that. You're an extension of our brand now. We don't want you posting those kind of pictures. Well, anyway, these things could happen. But I say the advantages, the benefits outweigh some of these things we can manage. So let's know what you think about my question. But stay tuned. The next one, we'll talk about what you can actually do to build that personal brand. We'll talk about practical steps, things you can do to do that. So see you next time. Have a good day.